So we are here again. We just passed yet another milestone, and of course, like every milestone, here's the 30k sub special video created for the most awesome community in YouTube, the Grind Team. But before we start this 30k sub special, I would just like to announce that I will be giving away a Limbo Prime access to one lucky member of the Grind Team to celebrate this milestone. Like always, this will be done via our Discord server. If you haven't joined our Discord server yet, then I have left the link at the video description so you can join the contest for the Limbo Prime access. So here's my 30k sub special for you guys. It's an awesome synergy between two Warframes, and I called it Team Endurance. Why? Plain and simple, because these two are probably made for long endurance runs, and, when paired together, they will wreak havoc in the field and destroy even those high-level enemies. This synergy is composed of two Warframes, Nidus and Octavia. At first glance, you won't really notice how awesome these two together, but, when you take them on endurance runs, you will then notice how well they complement each other. So how does Nidus and Octavia complement each other? They are not actually that synergetic as the rest of the frames that I have showcased on my Warframe synergy videos. They are both great without the help of each other, but when you combine these two, they create chaos in the field. As we all know, Octavia's mallet is one of the best ability in the game. The damage scaling of this ability is insane, and you can use Nidus' lava ability to pull a bunch of enemies on her mallet and destroy them in seconds. In addition, Octavia can boost your weapon damage with her amp ability, which is a great asset in high-level endurance runs. In most cases, I'm stripping enemy armors really fast with my pox when Octavia's amp is on the ground. Hell, I can even kill enemies much faster with any weapons when this ability is present. Octavia does make Nidus better when she is at the field. And what does Nidus gives in return? One is that he can boost Octavia's ability when he is linked to her. 2. He can heal her with his Ravenous ability, and 3. He can be the best punching bag at endurance runs, as he won't die if you have mutation stacks. When Octavia don't have the mallet placed just yet, then Nidus can take all the aggro from the enemies. Overall, this synergy don't require any specific ability from these frames, but they work well together, and in fact, you can stay for as long as you like in endurance runs when you have Nidus and Octavia as your frames. Before we head to the modding section of this guide, I would just like to say that the mod setup you will see here are personal preference, and you can either follow it or use it as a reference in creating your very own build. But, rest assured that the builds you will see here are tested for endurance runs. Specifically, we have done a couple of stress tests on MOT before we decide that this is the most suitable mod setup for this synergy. Okay, to begin with, let's head on how I mod my Nidus. So basically, it's all about having as much range and power strength for Nidus. I did fit in Umbral Intensifier and Umbral Vitality in this setup for more survivability and power strength. Now, Primed Flow is a personal preference, as I love to spam Nidus ability, but you may choose to replace it with any other mods that you will find most helpful for your playstyle. Lastly, I have Steel Charge on the Aura slot, not just for the increase of mod capacity, but since I'm using my usual group and slide setup for Nidus, I choose to have this Aura mod so my Oma can deal more damage. Enemy Sense is also a personal preference, and you can replace it with any mods that you want. And of course, Hunter Adrenaline as a way to restore your lost energy. Okay, now let's proceed with Octavia. For Octavia, it's all about having as much duration and power strength as you can. If you can fit in the Umbral mods in here, the better your power strength output will be. Now you may find the range of this build not good for your playstyle, and you can change that by removing Narrow-Minded and adding a duration mod on this slot. However, 79% power range is enough for our playstyle, since 1. The range of the mallet can be boosted by her amp ability. I would probably get 15 meters range for my mallet when I activate the amp ability. And 2, we have Nidus to pull enemies to Octavia's mallet, so, it's not really a problem to have medium range for this setup. Now, I haven't mentioned this earlier, but Octavia's metronome is pretty decent as a team buff, and in fact, this can really help in this synergy. I mean, just look at the stats that you can have with metronome on. Just a quick tip though, try to create a music that is easy to follow and allows you to proc these buffs with ease. One way of being a good Octavia player is creating a good music on your SOM accords so you can proc the buffs of metronome easily. Before I end this video, I would just like to take this opportunity to thank you all for being a part of the grind team. I could not have done this feat alone, and I'm really thankful for those loyal members who stick with me since day one. Thank you all. May you continue to support this community, and as a promise, I will always share quality content to you guys as much as possible. Like I always said, you deserve the best and I will try to give it to you always. So that's it. Hope that you find this video informative. Before you leave, please do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more Warframe videos. Lastly, don't forget to join our Discord server so you can join the Limbo Prime Access contest. The link is on the video description. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.